Class 7th. Subject: Social Science. Lesson 2. The internal and external face of the Earth. The internal and external face of the Earth. We have studied the Earth as a member of the solar system in the previous class and have seen photographs of Earth taken from the space. We already have some knowledge about the movements of the Earth which tell us how the night changes to a day, summer changes to winter season, etc. In this lesson we shall study about the surface of the Earth and its interior part that bears so many minerals. First of all, we will study about the interior of the Earth. As we have studied in the previous chapter, that Earth is made up of 3 shells: lithosphere, mantle, and innermost part. These are usually called as SIAL, CIMA, and NIFE layers. Lithosphere, it is the rigid part of the Earth's crust that is called as SAL. The thickness of this part is about 100 kilometers. This layer contains mainly the elements, like silicon and aluminium. That is why this layer is known as SIAL. SIAL means the synthesis of SiAl, Si silicon, Al aluminium. The thickness of the Earth's crust over ocean is 4 to 7 kilometers. On the continent part of the Earth, thickness is 35 kilometers, while on the mountains this layer is 70 kilometers thick. This is the uppermost layer of the Earth and consists of rocks and soil. Mantle below the upper layers of Earth is mantle. The average thickness of this is 2,900 kilometers. It means it is 2,900 kilometers deep into the Earth. The thickness of this layer is not the same at all the places. This is again divided into 2 parts: the upper mantle and the lower mantle. The upper mantle is 100 kilometers deep into the Earth. The mantle is also known as CIMA. This layer of the Earth is mainly made up of silicon and magnesium, that is why it is called CIMA. For example, CIMA is synthesis of 2 words, silicon and magnesium CIMA, where ST stands for silicon while MA stands for magnesium. Therefore, Si plus Ma CIMA. The core, the innermost part of the Earth, is called core. The thickness of this part is approximately up to 3,470 kilometers. This is also divided into 2 subparts: outer core and inner core. The core, known as NIFE, mainly consists of 2 elements, nickel and ferrous. As the NIFE is the synthesis of 2 words, nickel and ferrous, while Ni stands for nickel and Fe stands for ferrous. These elements are in molten and viscous state. When we go deep into the Earth, the temperatures of the inner layers more than upper layers. Due to this heat of the Earth's surface, Earth ruptures and rifts. Through this ruptured surface, the molten material from the inner side of the Earth comes out in the form of lava. When this happens on the ocean shelves, a new layer is formed after cooling. But when it erupts on the surface of the Earth, it transforms into mountains. Fujiyama Mountains of Japan are the specific example of such volcanic eruption. The Earth's crust is made up of different types of rocks and minerals. Let us understand the rocks. Classification of rocks. There are different types of rocks. These are classified on the basis of several parameters. On the basis of the porosity, these are of 2 types. Porous rocks, excess of sand particles. Non-porous rocks, excess of clay particles. 2. On the basis of the penetrability of water. Permeable rocks, from where the water can easily pass. Impermeable rocks, does not allow water to pass. 3. On the basis of the chemical formation of rocks. Alkaline rocks. Acidic rocks. The most important and conventional classification of rocks is on the basis of their formation. 4. On the basis of their formation, these are of 3 types. Igneous rocks. Sedimentary rocks. Metamorphic rocks. Igneous rocks. Igneous means fire in Latin language. The igneous implies the highest temperature, and such rocks are formed out of the cooling of the hot and liquid material from the interior of the earth. The hot liquid is called as magma. These rocks are of two types: intrusive igneous rocks, extrusive igneous rocks. Altrusive igneous rocks. Rocks formed by the cooling of the magma in the interior of the earth are called as intrusive rocks. Intrusive rocks are of two types: plutonic igneous rocks, hypabyssal igneous rocks. Plutonic igneous rocks. The igneous rocks formed due to cooling of the hot magma into hard solid slowly in the deep interior of the earth. Granite and gabbro are the specific examples of these rocks. The plateau of Rankai and rocks of Singhbum are made up of granite rocks. Hypabyssal igneous rocks. Sometimes the internal magma does not come out on the surface but solidify in the cracks only after cooling. The rocks thus formed are known as hypabyssal igneous rocks, i.e. dike, silt, dolerite. Extrusive igneous rocks. Where there is large amount of internal magma accumulated, it starts gushing out of the soft surface. This magma starts cooling on the surface of the earth. The rocks formed in such a way are called as extrusive igneous rocks. Deccan Plateau is made out of these volcanic rocks. All the igneous rocks are found in crystalline form and do not have layers. These rocks are called primary because these are initial rocks which formed the earth. Containing no remains of vegetation or living organisms, these igneous rocks cover 2/3 part of the earth's crust. Sedimentary rocks. Sedimentary rocks are formed by the hardening of the layers of the matter brought by agents of denudation, like water, air, and river, etc. This matter, when deposited in the lowlands as sediments, turns into rocks. Such deposits occur at low level on the floor of the oceans, lakes, and rivers along the continents. The process of deposition continues for millions of years to constitute into rocks. As a result of mechanical or chemical action, it assumes the forms of sedimentary rocks. C. Metamorphic rocks. The word metamorphic is made up of the Greek-rooted word meta, meaning change, and morph, meaning form. Therefore, this category of rocks include those rocks which have been transformed as consequence of the effect of temperature or pressure, or both. The igneous rocks as well as sedimentary rocks undergo a change in their form, structure, hardness, and other traits. Rocks so transformed are known as metamorphic rocks. Metamorphic rocks transformed from igneous rocks have the characteristics similar to those of igneous rocks, and those transformed from sedimentary rocks resemble the latter. The uppermost layer of the Earth's surface is made up of the rock material which is known as soil. Let us study soils. Soil is a very important land resource. Its significance lies in its fertility. Infertile soil is not of much use, while fertile soil has always been more important because of requirements met by it. Human beings have always been keen to live in fertile plains since their origin. Ancient civilizations have also developed in fertile river valleys only. Can you name some river valley related to such ancient civilization? The fertile soils of Indus, Nile, Tigris, Euphrates, and Yangtze valleys led to the development of the civilizations. Even today, high density of population is found in fertile river valleys and plains. It is because of its fertile soil that India has been able to produce food for its huge population. Formation of soil. According to its definition, soil is that upper part of the surface which is formed as a result of the disintegration of rocks. Soil particles are fine, soft, and disintegrated so that roots of the plants could spread casily. Soil is formed by physical, chemical, and organic actions and changes. The soil formation process is slow, and it may take thousands of years to form a thick upper layer suitable for cultivation. Besides, rock material of the plants and animal wastes add to the fertility of the soil. This soil consists of two types of matter, one mineral matter and other is humus. Soil includes a number of minerals, which it obtains from the parent rock. Decayed organic matter is called humus. Types of soils. A variety of soil types is found in the world. Types of soil can be classified on a number of bases. Main classifications are made on the basis of their origin, texture and climate. Actually, these are the elements that help in the formation of soil and its fertility. The parent rock from which the soil has been formed transfers its characteristics to the soil. Rivers, glacier, and winds also play an important role in the soil formation. Rivers, besides being an important source of water, play an important role in the soil formation also. World's fertile alluvial soil is found in the rivers, valleys, and deltas of rivers, which is a great resource for any country. This soil provides food for the major part of the world population. With the change in climate, vegetation changes and vegetation type also affect the type of soils. Variation of humus as a result of change in climate is reflected in the texture of soil. On this basis, main soil types are tundra soil, which remains under snow for most of the time. Podzol soil of cold and humid area, Chernozem black soil of temperate dry lands, desert soil of dry sandy areas, brown forest soil of deciduous forest area, tropical red soil, etc. Black soil is very fertile. If water is made available in the desert areas, soil proves quite fertile in such areas. As a result of the provision of canal water in the Ganga-Nagar area of Rajasthan, this desert land has become one of the fertile tracts of our country. The land or soil has been an important source in steppe of Eurasia, prairies of North America and pampas of Argentina, since they adopted mechanization of farming at a large scale. The vast grasslands are no more far cattle grazing ground but nowadays food grain howl of the world. The following are the types of soils found in India. Soils of India. Alluvial soil. Alluvial is formed due to the deposition of soil carried out by rivers. This is one of the most fertile soil found on Earth. This soil is also called as deltaic soil because it is mainly found in the delta regions of the rivers of northern plain. The soil spread over about 55% of such areas is renewed every year. The soil formed by the relatively new set of the delta regions of the Ganga or the relative new soil deposited in plants by rivers in flood is known as Khada, while the relatively older or silt which the rivers transport from the upper areas of valleys is known as Bangar. Black soil. This is also called Rigur. The dark brown soil formed from volcanic rocks or the black soil consisting of fine particles. Preserve moisture for a long time. Being useful for the cultivation of cotton, this is also known as cotton soil. It is found in hot dry areas like Maharashtra, Madhya Pradesh, Gujarat and Tamil Nadu. Red soil formed from igneous rocks. This soil is found in the hot and relatively hot areas of the eastern and southern parts of the peninsula. Owing to the excess of iron oxide, it has red color. Although less fertile, it yields good produce with the help of chemical fertilizers. Laterite soil. This soil is found in hot and moist regions with a heavy seasonal rainfall on account of heavy rainfall and high temperature. The upper fertile layer of the soil gets dissolved and sinks down into the earth. This phenomenon is known as leaching owing to excess of iron oxide. This soil too has red color. This soil is unsuitable for cultivation, but is useful in house building purpose. It is found in the Western Ghat Plateau of Kota Nagpur and some parts of the eastern states. Dry sandy soil found in the desert areas of Rajasthan and Gujarat. This soil is also known as desert soil. The quantity of the humus in the soil being less, it is not useful for cultivation. Hilly soil rich in the element of iron. This soil is found mainly in the Himalayas. This is less deep and has a thin layer. Tea is cultivated in such soil and at places where there is enough rainfall. Soil erosion. Soil erosion is not only a problem in India, but it is so at global level. Non-scientific cultivation, continuous cutting of trees, overgrazing of animal are some of the causes resulting in soil erosion. The rate of the soil erosion in India is amongst highest. Therefore, there is an essential need of conservation of soil. To save soil from further depletion, planting new trees, adopting better agricultural practices, checking over grazing, etc., are some of the ways. Minerals. We have studied the forces related with the origin and types of rocks. The material forming rocks is known as minerals. Minerals are yardstick of economic condition of a country. Minerals are classified in 3 categories. Metallic minerals. The minerals that contain the metal contents, i.e. iron, copper, tin, aluminum, gold, silver, etc. Non-metallic minerals. The minerals that do not contain the metal contents, sulfur, mica, gypsum, phosphate, potash, etc. Energy minerals. The minerals that produce fuel and energy. It means the minerals that are used in thermal plants, industries, vehicles, etc., are called energy minerals. These include coal, petroleum, natural gas, and electricity, etc. Iron. Iron is used in a smallest nail to the largest ships. The manufacturing of whole of the industrial machinery, vehicles, rails, machinery for agriculture, all is based on this mineral. Iron and steel has brought a revolution in the industrial sector. Copper. Copper is the first metal known in the human history. Copper comes next to the iron from industrial point of view. The metal era started with the use of copper, as utensils of different types made out of copper. The importance of copper has increased nowadays. Being good conductor of heat, this is used in making electric appliances. Besides cable wires, it is used in telephone, railway engines, aeroplanes, and watches, etc. Bauxite. Aluminium is extracted from bauxite. Aluminium is a lightweight metal which is mainly used in manufacturing of aeroplanes. Besides, it is used in manufacturing rails, motors, buses, cars, and making electric wires. The goods made out of this metal are used for a long time because it is a rust-free metal. Utensils are also made of this metal. Manganese. Manganese is also an important mineral. It is mainly used in making steel from the iron ore. It is also used in making bleaching powder, pesticides, paint, and mirrors. Mica. Mica is a non-metallic mineral. It is also very useful mineral, that is why it is also of great importance. This mineral is used in making electric goods. It is also used in making lamps, chimneys, paints, radars, rubber, paper, aeroplanes, transparent sheets. There are big deposits of fine mica in India. From this point of view, India stands first in the world. Mineral fuel. Mineral fuels like coal, mineral oil, and natural gas are found in abundance in the interior of the earth. Nowadays, the importance of mineral fuel has been increasing. Mineral fuel is used in almost every industry. Besides this, it is also used in homes, hotels, shops, and means of transportation. The countries which have scarcity of this resource or use this resource in small amount lag behind on the development front. Coal is also a major mineral fuel. The coal is not directly in much use now, and is rather being used for producing thermal electricity. It is easy to transport electricity through wires from the place of production to the other places. For the purpose of thermal power, lignite and peat types of coal are used. The submergence of forests in deep layers of the crust in the long past and a result of heat and pressure of the upper layers has produced coal. Mineral oil. It is known as petroleum and also as mineral oil because it is extracted from the earth. For its use at large scale and importance, it is also known as liquid gold. Word petroleum is synthesis of two words petro and oleum. In Latin language, petra means rock and oleum means oil. Therefore, the literal meaning of oil extracted from rocks is petroleum. It is made out of the vegetation and animals trapped between layers of sedimentary rocks. The petrol or diesel is not obtained in the same form from the earth, which we get from petrol pumps. It is obtained in an unrefined state known as crude oil. Crude oil is refined in the refineries and converted into utility goods, i.e. petrol, diesel, kerosene oil, mobile oil, grease, wax, Vaseline, etc. The largest oil reserves of the world is in Southwest Asia. In this area, include the Saudi Arabia, Iran, Iraq, Kuwait, UAE, United Arab Emirates, in which 7 emirates Abu Dhabi, Dubai, Sharjah, Amman, Fusara, Umar Al Quwain and Ras Al Khaimah are included.